Hey, it's great that you tuned in here. I have some good news and some bad news for you. Of course, I'll start with the bad news. It should always be on. Then I'll start. The host is still away and has some things to clear up with his security team. That's why I'm hosting this episode as well. So the good news is that the old man has been released from his hospital visit. And it's raining heavily, so welcome to the series, How Many Can It Destroy? The heavy rain has brought with it a thick fog. Great, my poor flowers on the balcony. Anyway, let's start with the round of introductions so everyone knows who we're up to. The first candidate is the aggressive, money-sucking man who lives with his parents. Young driver. What did he bring us? That car looks incredibly awesome. You can immediately tell he has rich parents. The color of the car fits like a glove and the rims were chosen primarily for the car. The back area, because I can only see very little, already convinces me. Simply perfect. I have only one thing to say. A flat driver in the right car. We've now successfully introduced the first candidate, so we can move on to the next participant. He wasn't too happy with his results in the last few episodes. And that's of course both a shame and humiliating. We're talking about a nice, loving, relationship-oriented novice driver. What did he bring us? The car resembles a real car. I think it's supposed to mirror the Golf 3. Let's see if he can achieve anything with this car. Yes, even the rear has been recreated almost exactly. Crazy shit. But the boxy shape of the body is unique, something we love about old cars. Or what do you think? These steel rims are also indispensable. Anyway, we're not here to judge rims but to destroy them. Then we would be finished with the novice driver and can confidently introduce ourselves to the next candidate. He has stage 2 dementia, forgets his pills, and loves vintage cars more than anything. I greet you, the old man. You heard it right, as I mentioned in the intro. The old man is back from hospital leave. He was looking for a break from all the destruction. As you can see, he brought us a vintage car to the tournament of destruction. He looks solid, but will he score enough points to take first place? We'll find out soon enough. Even the license plate is engraved under his name. Wow, what a cool old man. As for the bodywork, will it even be able to withstand the effects of destruction? Everyone knows how fragile the bodywork of old cars can be. This concludes the round of introductions for the participants, and we move on to the next act. Before we show the audience the destroyed objects, participants can say something. No shyness, please.
Don't worry, moderator. I've already overcome my shyness thanks to my girlfriend. Now about the weather. I hate rain, and I don't say that very often. Changing the subject, the interior doesn't seem so bad after all. The steering wheel is nice, and I don't even want to mention the seats. It's okay for such a small car, so there are things worse than that. And for one thing, this vehicle has an automatic transmission. I could burst with joy. No fear of the engine stalling. A plus point for this vehicle. What more could you want? You can't have everything. So what do you think, old man?
Since I love old cars and own some myself, it would fit perfectly into my collection. Wait a minute though, it's not a manual transmission, so I'd change the transmission. There you have my opinion. Where am I again? Well, now I remember what I wanted to say. This car isn't wonderful and perfect at the same time. Everything is tailor-made and produced with meticulous care. That's what I call automotive art at its finest. Or novice driver.
Since I can't see the interior, I can't comment on that. But I believe you, and we'll check it out online. Then I wish you good luck and do your best. Actually, I need it most, but I'll manage. I have a girlfriend who supports me.
Of course, I have something to say, too. I'm going to destroy them both. This car was made for this tournament, and the interior is awesome. Who needs old cars when you have this one, and it's high quality too? Everything is perfect with this car. It will tear everything apart and I will come out as the winner. The seats are quite comfortable and quite expensive. That should always be the case. No matter if it rains, I have to see it. Oh yeah, that's what I call a car. I really can't take my eyes off this interior. Who needs friends when you're driving a car like this? That's it from me. I have nothing more to say. You can continue, moderator.
I'm happy to continue so we can put an end to the chatter and show the viewers the objects of destruction. And one more thing, be prepared for a great surprise. I'll give you a type. This time it's not an object but rather something living.
You already know why you're here. My house was burglarized, and my collection of expensive cars was severely damaged. Luckily, I had 2 cameras installed. You two were responsible for the 2 cameras, and that's why I want to see the video footage.
Sure, we were shocked too and couldn't believe our eyes. But they also didn't build any defensive structures in front of the gate. That wouldn't have caused the problem in the first place. They have so much money and spend it on cars.
I didn't pay them to lecture me about where to throw my money. Even here, I'm being condemned for my actions.
I didn't say anything. I don't care what they do. But why are we discussing it? They're here to see the video footage. So they get into the police car and watch the video scene on their laptop.
All right, let's watch the video. I saw enough, so those were 2 black vehicles with cannons on the roofs. It was a targeted assassination, but who would attack me? Let me think about it. No one has been targeted in the last few days, except for the young driver, so maybe those threats weren't just empty ones. And once, his father even came to the show but wasn't allowed in. But I need proof of that first.
Here we are with the destruction objects, this time it's deer. You didn't expect this, we're blowing up the walls of the impossible. There are 30 deer in total, all lined up in a row. Only one is upside down, but that shouldn't stop us from destroying these stuffed animals. You better be prepared. This won't be an easy walk. These deer are already quite heavy and the number of them makes it even worse. Furthermore, it rains non-stop, which makes things even more exciting. So, let's look at it from this perspective again and then we can get started right away. Get ready for some lively and hardcore action. That sounded a bit off, but that shouldn't stop us from destroying these objects of destruction. This should be my viewer of the destruction community and, of course, the BeamNG community. See you again at the participants. Who should go first? The novice driver has already had a turn, and so has the young driver. I think the candidate with dementia should go first. That would be very fair and kind of me. You don't do something like that every day. The first candidate can be proud of being the first to touch these objects of destruction. So old man, if you're ready, then you can get started.
That's nice to hear. Finally, I can be the first to destroy something. My old heart is filled with love. So, Lizzie, we're going to take a walk now, and the end will be quite spectacular. Let's get started. I can barely see anything. The fog blurs my vision. Where am I? It's probably the German smoke grenade launchers. I'm seeing things again. Luckily, I have very strong willpower.
There goes the old man with his bad eyesight. Well, he should really think about whether he should keep his driver's license. Not bad, that was a solid hit. I thought the classic car would explode on first contact. Holy moly, even a deer got caught on the bodywork. We don't see that every day, but the hit was hard for the first deer. We will reveal the number of points at the end, but we will still watch the massacre. They fell like dominoes, so the speed wasn't that great. Still, they finished with a solid score. The poor deer feels so sorry for him, so let's put him out of his misery by teleporting the car to the side and admiring the damage. This spot is perfect for a vehicle like this one. The old man can watch the show from here. Actually, the car didn't suffer that much damage, even the engine still works. Look at this demolished vintage vehicle, simply divinely destroyed. Well, I'd say partially. just the front more like. This brings us to the next round of selection to see who is next. 2 candidates remain, so who should we choose next? It's a tough decision. The novice driver or the young driver? Many. It's your turn. If you're ready, young driver, then you can get started.
Very good choice. I thought you would choose the poor novice driver. Then I'll get started right away, but before I really get going, I'll show you some of my driving skills. The rain has one advantage: the tires don't have as much grip. This allows us to do some good drifting and tire spin. Nice, that's a lot of fun. Those 2 idiots can't do that with their cars. I love having so much money. Women would love me instantly if they could see this. Controlling this beast is ultra easy, thanks Dad. This will be a breeze. I've already got the win.
What an idiot, he thinks women will love him for this. My God, I have to say, that was sensational. The goal and then the airtime, an amazing experience. This time, the young driver gave it his all, catapulting the objects of destruction around like feathers. Now that's what I call a strike. Look at this battlefield of deer, this is what I call a deer graveyard. I think this could be young driver's win, we'll find out soon. But first, let's look at the deer. And we have one more candidate. Yes, they're lying very comfortably together. That's what I call intimate love. You don't see that every day. Then we teleport him to the other participant, where he can watch the last candidate. This is your place where you belong. Wrecked cars shouldn't be in the way. Hey, don't drive away, it's against the rules. I wouldn't have thought the car would have driven away after that impact. The entire front end is demolished and unrecognizable. The deer have extraordinary strength when they stick together. The second contestant has thus fully exploited his opportunity and made a powerful move. On to the next candidate, who is already impatiently awaiting his turn. The fog has completely cleared, which is good driving conditions for the novice driver. So, novice driver, you're the only one left. Don't rush, take your time, and if you want to go home, then do it. When you are ready, you can begin.
Wow, I'm not going home. I'll fight until my last breath. Even if it costs me my life. Well, it won't. Enough said. I will be victorious no matter how much gas it costs me. Holy shit, what subterranean acceleration is that? Oops, I said a swear word. Sorry, Mom. I hope you can forgive me.
The start wasn't as enthusiastic as he'd hoped. Will he somehow manage to finish first or even last? You'll find out in the end. Didn't look bad at all, it was a solid hit and at the same time remarkable that such a small car has so much power. The novice driver has proven once again that the small car can still do something. The result is impressive. I wouldn't have thought so many deer would fall off. Hidden turbo injection or what? The start was apparently not so convincing that the result was a disaster. Hats off to the novice driver. I think you were all looking at the chaos with wide eyes and excitement. It's time to teleport the vehicle next to the other participants. This is your rightful place and protect it with your life. Even if it's just asphalt. The deer have nibbled at the front again and gorged themselves on it. They're not to be trifled with. Otherwise, the car still has everything it needs. Let's get to the scoring. The novice driver hit a total of 21 deer and took second place. The old man only achieved 18 points with his classic car and ended up in last place. The driver with the stick took first place. Congratulations, young driver. I really didn't expect the young driver to score full points. This car really gave him the win. So you have won this tournament, but there will be further battles between the participants. Let's see if you can win the next tournaments like this, so don't take it lightly. A few more words about the third-placed giver and then the other second-placed giver. Yes, your classic car wasn't that great and that's why you came in third. Could be because of the blindness, maybe you lost speed. Now to you, novice driver, your start wasn't exactly thrilling, but but you still managed to finish second. That's a brilliant achievement for you. Maybe things will be even better in the next tournament, who knows? So don't give up. The end is near, my Destruction community viewers, so I'll say goodbye to you. Don't forget to tune in again soon when the question is, how many can destroy it? See you next time and stay sweet everyone. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe.